PeterMSenge, the fifth discipline, the art and practice of the learning organization. Embark on a journey to rediscover the curious learner within you with the fifth discipline, the art and practice of the learning organization, by PeterMSenge. This book unveils the potential of learning organizations by delving into 5 key disciplines: personal mastery, examining mental models, team learning, shared vision, and systems thinking. It provides practical, daily life applications to help organizations successfully adapt to changes and embrace constant learning. Explore the concept of personal mastery and how it can increase the satisfaction and motivation of employees. Challenge your existing mental models and appreciate the power of team learning. Together, let's reinvigorate our workplaces with the ambition of pursuing growth and the drive to learn.
Unlocking the inner toddler in us. The book highlights the importance of cultivating the innate desire to learn by avoiding obstacles that stifle growth. Through various examples, it shows how corporate structures, narrow job descriptions, reactive work cultures, and incompetent managers can hinder an organization's ability to innovate and thrive. By adopting 5 key disciplines, companies can create a learning environment that encourages engagement, ownership, creativity, and skill building. 5 disciplines for learning organizations. The author highlights 5 practical philosophies that organizations can adopt to become learning organizations. These 5 key disciplines are personal mastery, examining mental models, team learning, shared vision, and systems thinking. Each of these disciplines, if adopted and integrated into daily work life, can lead to innovation and improved problem-solving abilities within the organization. Personal mastery is about committing to learning and consistently doing one's best to stay motivated and fulfilled. Mental models are the filters through which we see the world, and identifying them leads to more open-mindedness and questioning of assumptions. Team learning involves critiquing, questioning, and examining biases and assumptions together, resulting in combined intelligence and better problem-solving. Shared vision goes beyond a charismatic leader and instead focuses on employee ownership and contribution to the company's goals. Finally, systems thinking involves examining problems holistically, understanding that different aspects of a problem may be interconnected. These 5 key disciplines, when implemented, can create a learning organization that is constantly growing, adapting, and innovating. Motivation at work. Discover how personal mastery and challenges at work can motivate individuals and help businesses succeed. Have you ever thought about what truly excites you in life? It probably isn't your job, right? But considering that most of us spend the majority of our lives working, shouldn't work be an exciting place too? Research shows that work is most motivating when it challenges individuals to grow, to develop personal mastery. This is the internal pursuit of fulfillment driven by one's purpose and vision rather than external factors like beating someone or meeting someone else's standards. But what about when one's vision for their work doesn't align with reality? The gap between where one is and where they want to be can actually be motivating. Creative tension builds, and it can push an individual towards action. For businesses, personal mastery can seem irrelevant or even detrimental to the bottom line. However, companies like Kyocera, a Japanese ceramics and technology giant, have found success by focusing on their employees' growth as part of their company policy. This approach was also successful for the US-based property firm Hanover, who prioritized the well-being of their staff under a new CEO. But how can organizations implement this approach? Leaders should model the pursuit of personal mastery, as curiosity is infectious. By being honest about their limitations and showing a desire to learn and grow, leaders can inspire their staff to do the same. With personal mastery and challenges driving individuals at work, businesses can succeed through motivated and fulfilled employees. Mental models, a key to success. The book's summary talks about the significance of mental models in shaping perception and decision-making. It quotes the tale of the emperor's new clothes to illustrate how people are influenced by their mental models, even if they know that they are wrong. Organizations often get stuck in their limiting beliefs, leading to their failure. However, if used properly, mental models can bring about positive changes. The example of Shell highlights how they became a market leader when they encouraged their managers to challenge their mental models. The author emphasizes the importance of building a learning infrastructure that promotes critical thinking and makes conscious analysis of mental models an everyday activity. The key takeaway from the book is that people need to question their mental models to avoid being blinded by them. All major corporations must encourage their employees to maintain an open environment that facilitates critical thinking. Only then can they challenge unhelpful mental models and overcome the limitations that come with them. Fueling learning organizations. A shared vision, relevant to every employee, fuels the passion of employees in learning organizations. Today, every company has a vision statement, but a shared vision requires genuine ownership that stems from honest and open dialogue between leaders and employees. This shared vision keeps people working and experimenting, enabling them to carry on through disappointments and short-term failures. When President John F. Kennedy promised to put an astronaut on the moon within a decade, the idea was seen as impossible until 1969, when astronaut Neil Armstrong walked on the moon and returned safely back to Earth thanks to a shared vision from scientists and contractors across the U.S. space program. This experience highlighted the power of a shared vision in fueling a learning organization. Successful companies like Apple and Ford have also demonstrated what it means to be fueled by a shared vision. For Apple, creating joyous user experience-based computers was the vision, and for Ford, making cars that every American could afford was their vision. These visions are powerful because they are positive and ambitious, therefore, they are not just about making money or outdoing competitors but are about changing people's lives. Therefore, a shared vision is essential for every learning organization as it keeps employees working and experimenting while carrying on despite disappointments and short-term failures. A genuinely shared vision should not just be handed down from senior management, rather, it should stem from honest and open dialogues between leaders and employees to give everyone involved a sense of ownership. To achieve this, leaders must start open dialogues about the company's vision and how it aligns with employees' personal values and give them the freedom to develop it into something that inspires them to work passionately, no matter where they are in the organization. The art of team learning. Imagine being part of an orchestra where the sound is perfect, and all musicians play in harmony. That's an excellent example of teamwork, where individuals, despite practicing personal mastery, remain highly attuned to each other. Unfortunately, in the workplace, this type of alignment is rare, with people working against each other instead of working together. To be successful, we need to master team learning, a useful approach that brings people together to complement each other's skills. To achieve this, it's crucial to practice new ways of communicating, enter into creative dialogues where we lay aside all assumptions, and practice deep listening. All these new skills require practice and rehearsal to become proficient. Organizations that desire to be great at team learning must practice it every day and reflect on their progress. The power of systems thinking. In his book, PeterMSenge discusses the importance of systems thinking in a learning organization. He compares the invisible currents in a river to the underlying processes in an organization. Without understanding these processes, organizations become jumbled and fail to solve deeper underlying problems. Systems thinking is about analyzing problems holistically and understanding circular cause and effect in cyclical feedback loops. By mastering systems thinking, leaders gain the tools they need to apply disciplines in a holistic manner and better understand what drives people's behavior. It enables sophisticated analysis both within the organization and across broader industries. In conclusion, for a learning organization, systems thinking is the most important characteristic to achieve success. Rethinking leadership in learning organizations. In learning organizations, the traditional hierarchical definition of leadership is too limiting. Leaders should instead think of themselves as designers, teachers, and stewards. As designers, leaders should create innovative learning spaces like virtual meeting spaces and feedback opportunities. As teachers, they should inspire learning and personal mastery by sharing their curiosity and admitting their mistakes. Finally, as stewards, they should protect the company's larger ideals and employee well-being. By combining these three roles, leaders can empower and support learning throughout their organizations.
The fifth discipline unravels the art and practice of creating a learning organization by presenting 5 essential disciplines. To harness the potential of a learning organization, individuals should aim for personal mastery, re-evaluate mental models, foster team learning, generate shared vision, and adopt systems thinking. By doing so, employees are better prepared to tackle challenges and achieve growth, both personally and professionally. The fifth discipline helps organizations adopt lifelong learning practices that will not only inspire, but also pave the way for groundbreaking success.